Hello. Today, unfortunately, I was unable to film in the light. And so here we are, back in the darkness, back in my infinite void, chilling out. And I guess, the topic of today seems conducive to this dark, empty void around me. Because we're going to talk about the nature of evil. So, basically, what is evil? Is it an action? Is it some bad guy? Some people might be inherently evil. Or maybe it's just this force that is maybe against good. You can imagine this, yin and yang stuff of good and evil, and it's balanced and stuff. And there's a lot of that in fairy tales and media often, movies and stuff. It's oh, there was a balance in the darkness and the lightness, and then the darkness was unbalanced and whatever. And that's how you get story. But for today's purposes, I'll think of people. I like people, after all. And their inherent qualities are a little difficult to put down on paper. Are people inherently evil? Are they inherently good? Are they inherently curious? Or is that a learned behavior? I think babies are inherently curious. I may have read that somewhere, or some knowledge spewed into my ears, and it kind of makes sense, If I was a baby and I wanted to, figure out how the world happened to work, I'd explore a little. And I think curiosity is also derived from the I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's this idea of actors and agents, perhaps. And so 20% are agents, 80% are actors. I don't really believe in the statistics. It's just there are more there are more actors than agents, and agents are the ones that cause change. And so maybe babies have this inherent agency within them, this curiosity that gives them, the agency is their curiosity, and that's why they go out and explore the world. And I mean, you can think of people who were exploring the newest frontiers back in history as agents. They're curious and they go explore because they want to learn more about the world or something. And now, with this agency, it can lead to the idea that you can get it taken away and you lose your agency. And this is kind of where evil begins. Because it, people have this inherent quality of agency, of choice, and desire to see the world for what it is. And once you have that as a given, when it's taken away, you lose something. You have something to lose. When you're born, you have something to lose. And having this something to lose is what causes evil to be basically existent. Because I really think evil is more of a descriptor for people who, or not even people, just things that take away our agency. And whenever you lose your agency, you need a reason for it, because we are thinking machines, and if we don't have a reason for why something happened, specifically bad, specifically to us, we go bonkers, or we just kind of need to justify it for some inherent reason. And this is where evil begins, of this justification that this something had to take it away, right? And that is the evil. But whenever you have your agency taken away in some form, it doesn't have to be like for a reason. Things happen. The universe is wacky, and a lot of chain reactions can cause someone suffering and a loss of agency. And it doesn't have to inherently come from evil. It can come from people acting in good faith, trying to make good change. But things can go wrong, and there are side effects to everything that we do. Like consequences to actions. There's unintended ones always. So like we can bring it to the now of me making this video. I don't know what this video is going to change, but something is going to change because I made this video. And I have no way of knowing that, right? Because I'm in the present, and that is talking about the future from my perspective. But whenever that change comes, I am the one who made it, and therefore I can be designated as evil if anything bad happens because of it. So, evil is more of a descriptor, as I said, but isn't something that is inherent with us. Well, it kind of is, right? Because you have this agency inherently, and you can get it taken away. Therefore, there's like two modes, a dichotomy even, and evil comes from one side of that coin. So, I guess that's my thoughts on evil. Anyways, toodles.